Hello, everybody. Today is June 18th, and I wanted to do a very quick garden update plus some issues I faced with the roses and with the tomatoes and what is the solution. As a beginner gardener, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and I feel like even when you're a more advanced gardener, just let's say just because the roses look great last month doesn't mean that they're always going to look great, and certain things that I found have been an issue. So yeah, let's get started with the gardening update as of June 18th. I think it's 18th, June 18th in Zone 9B, Northern California. So let's start with the David Austin Rose Roll Doll. This was the second bloom, which it was really beautiful, but then I realized there's something that was eating the rose buds, and it was a kind of caterpillar or something. I remember I killed it, but it was kind of late. So this is another issue that you may face with roses. It's like there's a lot of predators. I mean, not predators, bugs or insects that wants to eat them. So there's nothing actually you can do. The leaves have been kind of weirdly like I would say dry, but I feel it's a nutrition. So I kind of put some stuff in the soil. We'll see if it works, and if it works, I'm going to share it with you. And then again with this one, I'm facing the same thing. Something is eating the leaves. Honestly, there's not much you can do. It's not ideal, but I feel like overall the plant is minus this. The plant is kind of healthy. It's fine. I'm not gonna stress about it because then you're gonna lose your mind because then you're gonna keep fighting stuff and then you're gonna lose the pleasure of just doing gardening. So yeah, so this is the case with this rose. It's blooming. It's almost gonna bloom like. So I'm super excited. This is the second bloom, but also it's fine. It's gonna be okay. So those two climbing plants that I planted, this was I posted it on last video. This is a star jasmine, but it's a kind that blooms like the whole season. I asked in the store, and that's why I got it. The more information about the plant is in the previous video, and then of course, this one is a mixture between two plants, and I'm waiting for the first blooms, and I'm super excited. I tied the top, so it's gonna go all the way up, and then it's gonna make shape here. As far as the patio goes, everything is pretty much the same, but I'm gonna individually go so you guys see certain plants. So now let's start with, here the situation is I sprayed with BT. It's kind of stuff that you spray for those like bugs to die. Otherwise, your flowering is not gonna be as flowering. Okay, I'm spraying it because it's killing like whatever is eating the the flowers. I think it's getting better, but I gotta spray it again. That's the problem with any of those super bells or any of those flowers. It's like they're beautiful, but you gotta take care of it. You gotta spray them once a week with BT. And then I removed yesterday a salvia that I have planted here because it was kind of dumb idea because it's gonna root a lot. It's gonna prevent the other plants to thrive. So sometimes you're gonna make mess up, and hopefully it's gonna be fine after that. It's gonna be okay. I just don't know why some branches are super dry. It doesn't look like they're dead because I see that they have leaves, but I'm gonna leave it for maybe a couple months, and then if I have to trim or cut something, I will. But overall, it's doing great. Then the roses I moved from one of the side where it was full sun here. I'm still trying to figure out what is the problem. Was it a burn? I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but definitely something was eating the. And then this happens once in a while in some of my roses. I don't know what it is. I'll probably cut it, but then we're gonna have some blooms. So I feel like you cannot stress out about a lot of things. Just if something doesn't look okay, just cut it and probably move on. But overall, I'm not gonna stress out about it. Then I got this one from Hawaii, and it's the leaves are established, and I'm super excited. I think it was plumeria. I think so. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, I'm super excited about this one. And then this is the new plant I got, and I love the plumbago. I just love the blue. It's just so beautiful. And hopefully I'm not gonna destroy it because I destroyed the previous one I had a couple of years ago. But it's just such a pretty color. It's like I don't think we see that many blue plants, so I think it's very exciting when you see a different color. Then this is another David Austin rose, and I share with you. one of my Instagram or my one of my YouTube videos. Let me see what was the name. I think it's called Skip It Out. Okay, so let's talk about this one. This has been the only rose that I have from David Austin that has been giving me so many issues, and it's mainly the powdery mildew. And it's just, I don't understand why, because the others are also here. So I think I'm gonna cut. I mean, I have some blooms, so I'm gonna remove the leaves that are kind of affected the way everybody's recommending, and then we'll see. But honestly, if this rose keeps having issues, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it just because it's gonna make my other roses sick. Like it's gonna because the powdery mildew can transfer. So this is another beautiful rose. It's establishing its buds here, and then this is how my beautiful plant is looking. It's kind of dropping the flowers and establishing more leaves. And then this is the other David Austin rose that I kind of mess up because I put it in the heat and yeah, but everything is looking fine. Everything is starting to get better and better. And then, of course, I cannot stop talking about the endless summer hydrangea. This has been my absolute favorite so far. It's stunning. It lasts so long. It blooms from early, like summer, and I will see if it's gonna bloom again. It should bloom not again in the later on. They're saying it should bloom more than once, but it's just it's pink and blue and not blue, but like it's pink and purple. It's absolutely beautiful. The blooms are just huge, huge. So yeah, this one has been something I had for a while from Proven Winners. I'm not sure what was the name, Snow something. Um, it's a very popular plant, super easy to kind of propagate for other pots that you have. I have another one here. It likes kind of shady. I mean, Northern California has a very strong sun. Obviously, it's not going to survive here. So I just trim it and it blooms again, and trim it and it blooms again. It, it's such a good addition to every plant. I just love it. I just have to make a better decision where to plant this guy. I can plant it with the hydrangea, but I think the pot is so small it's gonna overtake it, and yeah, it's not gonna be good. And this beauty started to bloom, and I'm super excited because some plants stop blooming and others just start blooming. So let's go here. So this is the limelight hydrangea. It's going to start blooming soon, but I'm going to tell you what kind of issues I have in the video that I'm really trying to prepare for hydrangeas, everything I know about hydrangeas. And this is the grapevine. The grapevine is doing amazing. You guys can see it's climbing. I'm super excited. Yeah, don't be surprised I haven't planted this beauty. I will, I promise. Soon I will plant it. Now let's move here. See, when the watering is great, everything is doing amazing. If it has enough sun, not too much sun. This all of those flowers love sun because we have the salvia, the lantana, which is this is the lantana. If somebody doesn't know what lantana is, this is the lantana, and the dahlias. They all love sun, so we're fine here. We're safe here. The garden here looks good as well. The Russian sage that I moved, it's gonna be thriving here because it's gonna have the sun and the watering. I forgot the name of this plant. I shared it in my last video. Everything else is looking great. So the lantana starting to show off finally because I want them to match this size, and maybe eventually they will. This is the little one here that is staying in the middle, and I'm gonna try to move it probably forward to get more sun because lantanas love the sun. Love. Yeah, they don't require much care to be honest. And now let's go back to the iceberg roses. Huge issue I have this year. First of all, there's those bees that are eating the leaves this way. I get that part. But this I've never had before, and I'm 99% sure that is deficiency. So I'm gonna put something here. I'm not sure if it's iron or something. I'm gonna Google it, and that's how I find out about a lot of stuff, how to treat, because I cannot go to the store every time I have an issue. But overall, like it's fine. Once the flowering is done, I'm gonna cut them back, and yeah, it's gonna be okay. And then this rose is always a stunner. The smell is incredible. And then we have the Eden Climber. It has some blooms, like two, three, and then it's going to establish the new blooms. And then here I cut back the lavender that was so drippy, but also we are establishing new watering system here. And then I can finally relax and not have to stress out about the watering situation. And then here's the butterfly bush that I'm obsessed. I'm going to show you this angle. Excuse the mess here. There's a chicken that is coming out and digging, and I don't know why she's coming. I don't know how she's escaping, but I'm gonna deal with that. And then here's the Russian sage, and then the butterfly bush. It's absolutely stunning, 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 stunning. I also want to show you this angle for the Rose of Sharon. It's such a stunning, I would say, tree. I don't know if they have different kinds, if everything turns into a tree or not, I don't know. But it's such a beautiful, like, blooms that are blooming the entire summer. The only issue is that I think it's getting old because some of the blooms are falling and they haven't even opened yet, some of them. And I'm just kind of nervous that it might be dying. And I was telling my husband that I really want to have another one of those if I have to replace this one because the shade, the whole, it's just so pretty. And then let's go here underneath. All my seedlings are doing great. I'm super excited. Yes, something is eating the leaves. Shocker. This area is messy. I gotta figure out that part. And then this plant is doing great. I planted 2 weeks ago. This is what I got. And then we have the salvia here and some dahlias that the chickens keep digging out and some are crushed. And yeah, I had more, but this is what I have. I have one, two, three. Yeah, the chicken is getting out. And then cucumber is finding the sun, or I don't know what it's looking for. More salvias. This is how this looks like. I just stopped stressing out about stuff. I'm just letting go. Look at where the cucumber is climbing. This is the funniest thing ever. Well, whatever works, I guess. We just want cucumbers. And if that's going to be the way, that's going to be the way. And let me show you here. The hydrangea is going crazy. So this, I bought two of the same that I thought before, but actually they're different. This color is a little bit more pinkish, and then I'm going to show you the other one is more, it's kind of darker. So you can see the two next to each other. And I don't know what that is. Oh, I think it's a okay. So it's not an issue with the hydrangea. We were working, we were cutting some floors and some tiles, and this is the the dust because yeah. But this is pretty much how it looks like. And then we've got this guy that I planted here. So I can make a shade for the hydrangea in case the sun is too strong in the afternoon. But what I found out is like actually the tree is protecting it, so we're safe here. This is another flower that I planted a while ago. And then it's gonna start blooming. The only downside is the blooms are lasting a day. But the chicken is coming and digging here all the time, so that's why I put this kind of plastic fence for a little bit because it's getting the roots out. You can even see the roots, so I gotta put some dirt here. Okay, this azalea is doing great, especially when I water it, yeah. And then let's go to the veggies. The peppers are doing great. Yesterday my husband got one of the peppers, and then we have more here. The carrots are doing great as well. Here's a cucumber, then the tomatoes. So one thing I wanted to tell you about the tomatoes that have a huge issue is they were rotting, and I'm gonna tell you what I find out. So what happened is like they were rotting, half of this was rotted, and I thought it's maybe too much water or something, but then I found out that the tomatoes need calcium. And last year I didn't have that issue, but now of course we always gonna have something. So I'm gonna show you the product that I have. We purchased and watered them yesterday with it to add some calcium into them because even like I'm just nervous about not eating tomatoes, and I love tomatoes. And when you take care of something, it's like you don't want to just throw it away. So yeah, we just put calcium in all of the tomato plants so they're not deficient. And I was told that I'm kind of late, like I should have put it when I planted it. Well, I am never too late. I mean, you just have to do what you gotta do. You can't just throw away the plants because you don't the calcium. You just try to recover them. Yeah, so that's the case with the tomatoes. Let me show you what I used. So this is what I got from Amazon, and I'm gonna link it below so you guys can try it. But apparently, we gotta put this on our tomatoes. So the front of the house looks like this so far. I haven't changed anything. I don't have time to do anything right now, but it's kind of messy, but it's a beautiful mess. Let's just put it that way. And then this is the lavender I cut a couple weeks ago. It's gonna start blooming soon. It's gonna start establishing the flowers, and those flowers that I don't know the name, but every year they're coming back. The only downside is they last very little time. So if I can do it over again, I will never plant them, to be honest. And then here, all the blooms are done for the jasmine, star jasmine. And then the front door, excuse the mess, excuse the dirt. Nothing has changed. I haven't changed anything. I feel like sometimes you gotta figure out what's a priority, and when you're have young kids and a business, it's just it's hard. But this is the plant I was replanting from Proven Winners, and it's beautiful and I love it. It's just so pretty and it goes well. Honestly, it goes out well everywhere, easy to care, just trim it down when it's too big. And then I have to plant some begonias here. I That's my goal for sure. I can plant maybe another begonia here, we'll see. But overall, everything is fine. This is coming back every year, so I don't have to buy new plants. I think I'm trying to make it the easy way. If you're a busy mom, or if you're busy in general, you don't have to be a mom. It's You gotta figure out like what's easy. This comes, blooms all the time. I love it, no question asked. I just have to feed it because the fertilizer is gonna help for more blooms, better blooms, stronger plants. Yeah. So moving on here, here's the lavender that I trimmed, and now it's coming back. The roses here, they don't have the same issues as the other ones, but they still have somebody eating their leaves, which is annoying. And then here, honestly, like I think one day I'm gonna figure out what to put here because I do like to have the hedge with flowers, and this is showing like now the leaves, and I don't like that, but I'm gonna figure it out. And then I'm gonna show you the hydrangea on the side of my house. Okay, here's the new blooms. They're gonna start coming back. And here's the hydrangea. We have the white one that is stunning. Stunning. It looks amazing. By the way, I'm gonna tell you that in my house, the acidity, it seems to be different everywhere because I don't do anything to this hydrangea, and it's blue and purple. And then in the front, on the side of the house, it's pink. I don't do anything. I don't put anything extra. It is what you see. I don't do anything, just like fertilizer, but not for the plants to be blue or purple. And it's stunning. This is such a beautiful hydrangea. So this is the video for today. I hope you find it useful and inspiring to just, I guess, let it go. I'm gonna try to link in the description the calcium I used for the tomatoes and every other link I have about stuff I use for the plants. And then I've been asked about my outfit, sometimes about my shorts, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna link this top and bottom there. And that is it. I will see you guys in my next video. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you want to see when I'm doing a new video. I don't have a set schedule, but whenever I feel like there's information that needs to be shared, I create a video about it. And that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.